Two Monday Night Football games this week. Count them. Two on ESPN and ABC. Bills, Falcons, Bears, Commanders. I've got free plays and analysis for both of your Monday Night Football games right here in this video right now. Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV. And I love these double headers, especially with the staggered start times. Maybe stagger it more than just an hour, but it's still nice to get two games on Monday. Let's spread out the schedule. What are your thoughts? Comment below. I do read the comments and I reply back. And we'll start with the first game at 7:15 Eastern, Buffalo, Atlanta. And by the way, we have teams coming off bye weeks in both games. Both underdogs are coming off bye weeks, so that's an interesting dynamic. And I do think it helps Atlanta here. Yes, they played well in their game before the bye. Of course, they played horrible the week before that, and they were shut out by the lowly Carolina Panthers. But they bounced back with a strong game against the Commanders, who played the other Monday night game. And by the way, we had a strong best bet on Atlanta in that game a couple weeks ago. And if you recall, it also made my Fade the Public video, as the public faded the Falcons. They were on the Commanders, and we thought that was a mistake. In fact, the Commanders were a public underdog 2 weeks ago. Falcons were -2, closed as high as -3, and they won the game 34-27. Nothing misleading about it. Had over 430 offensive yards after being shut out the week before against Carolina. And Penix played much better. His really one bad game this season was that Panthers start, but he had a QB rating of 80 or higher in his other three starts, with a 3-1 TD touchdown to interception ratio, and an excellent game against the Commanders 2 weeks ago. 77% completions, a 126 QB rating, and 2 touchdowns. And once again, the public is fading the Falcons. If you watch my NFL Fade the Public video for Week 6, you'll know this one made the cut. It was one of the four most public plays of the week. Public is heavy on the Buffalo Bills Monday night, and we don't just blindly fade the public, but we do use it as a filter. And there's a couple subsets in which I like to use. First of all, quality teams. And that's one of the reasons I mentioned fading public dogs. We got that with the Falcons last time. And I still think the Falcons are a quality playoff caliber team this year, as long as Penix stays controlled and doesn't turn the ball over. And at home off the bye week, I like the schedule set up here. And one of the reasons the Bills are so public is because they're coming off a loss. And everyone thinks, oh, Buffalo can't lose 2 in a row. They can't drop 2 in a row after a 4-0 start. But let's not forget, they were trailing the majority of the game against Baltimore in Week 1, and that's sure not looking very good now, as the Ravens have been a vastly overrated team. And then their 3 wins in between came against the Jets, Dolphins, and Saints, 3 of the worst teams in the NFL. They lost outright as over a touchdown favorite to the Patriots. Not sure the Bills are the powerhouse team everybody thinks. We'll fade the public in this one with the Atlanta Falcons plus the 4.5, a live home dog on Monday night, 7:15 Eastern on ESPN. Now, your other game is on ABC at 8:15 Eastern, Bears and Commanders. I was about to say Bears-Redskins, because, boy, I think of those 1980s playoff matchups. Darrell Green, punt return, pulled rib muscle, and he still scores. I know there's a lot of Redskin fans that watch these videos. You see all the memorabilia behind me. I was a lifelong Redskin fan, but I'm not a Commanders fan, not my Washington Commanders. Change the name back. Is there a hashtag for that? HTTR. And look, I joke about it, but I do think the Commanders are a bit overrated this season, and a little bit of a phony win last week. They were down 10-0. Chargers were driving the length of the field to go up maybe 17-0. They fumbled, and that turned the game around. Washington outscored LA 27-0 after that fumble, when they were almost about to be down 13 or 17-0 late second quarter. Washington is a dynamic offensive team, and Jaden Daniels is back under center. So while the situation seems to favor the Bears, by the way, they're coming off a bye week like the Falcons. I mentioned how both Monday night dogs are coming off byes, and that's kind of strange, isn't it? You give a team a bye week, and then you give them an extra day with Monday Night Football. Nonetheless, Chicago playing pretty good football heading into the bye. Back-to-back wins and covers against the Cowboys and Raiders. They put up 56 points in those games, and the offense is coming to life, throwing the ball a little bit better. And they should have success against a very weak Washington defense. The problem, though, and the reason it's hard for me to lean Bears here, is that I think Washington's going to have offensive success as well. Bears' weakness this year has been a terrible run D. I mean, talk about terrible. 6.1 yards per rush allowed. It's one of the worst numbers I've seen into October ever in the NFL. Over 164 rushing yards a game allowed. And yes, the Commanders are a run-based offense. Jaden Daniels, a mobile quarterback, and the Commanders are averaging almost 6 yards per carry. So on paper, huge mismatch here with the Commanders' rush attack against the Bears' rush D. Bears also not a good pass D. In fact, overall this year, they're giving up almost 7 yards per play and almost 29.5 points a game. So the Commanders should be able to move the ball, but I'm not sure Washington can slow down Chicago either. Commanders have also one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL this year, and the Bears are starting to throw the ball better. So two offenses have the edge. Let's not overthink it. No pun intended. Well, actually, there was a pun intended. I like the over in this one. Over 49.5. It's 49.5, 50 as we head into the weekend. 51 is the key number. 50 is a dead number. 51, about a 3% chance this game lands on exactly 51. So you want to get 49.5, 50, even at 50.5. But once again, below 51, I like the over in Monday Night Football, 8:15 Eastern, between the Bears and Commanders on ABC. Hey, there you go. Doubleheader Monday night. What are your thoughts? Do you like these doubleheaders? I love them. Wish maybe they stagger the games more than an hour apart. Although if you're on the East Coast and you got to get up for work early in the morning Tuesday, I guess you can watch both games instead of having to wait for a 10 or 10:30 Eastern start. So it makes sense. What are your thoughts? Comment below. I read the comments. I reply back. And also thumbs up like. If you're liking these free play videos, I will keep them coming. All I ask is that you click the thumbs up like. It takes 2 seconds. I've done every Thursday night game. We finally missed a Thursday night play this week. Still 6-1 on the free Thursday night NFL plays. I do the Sunday, the Monday night games every week as well. Free for you here on Wager Talk TV. All I ask is a thumbs up like. And hey, a positive comment below is nice as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to Wager Talk TV. Over 223,000 subscribers can't be wrong. Don't cost nothing. Click subscribe and also click the bell as well. You will get an instant alert when one of my free play videos is posted each day throughout the week, including the baseball playoffs. Hey, don't forget the NBA starts in about 9 days. Woo! The following Tuesday, the NBA starts, and also college hoops right after that. And speaking of all these sports that are going on right now, yes, it is a great time to be a direct client at wagertalk.com. If you go to my page right now, you'll see the last chance to get some very special offers. 7 days for $77. Buy 3 months, get the 4th month for free. That's $300 instant savings. Or the best deal, this is the one I like, the rest of 2025 for free when you sign up for 2026. Look, if you're ready to take a serious, consistent investment approach, the 1-year all access is the way to go. And if you sign up right now, you get the next 2.5 months for free. No promo codes needed. You pick out the package that works best for you, whether it's a 1 day, a 1 month, a 1 year. Every client gets the exact same personal best bet that I'm using each and every day. It's been that way since I started over 29 years ago in August of 1996. And oh, by the way, I post a bonus free play every day on my page as well. It's usually the last cut from my best bet card. It goes up free for everyone. So even if you're still building your bankroll, get the daily free play right now and then check out the best bet specials. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com, and hey, get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. On the way out, don't forget to follow me on social media on X and Instagram at Steve Merrill, 2 R's, 1 L, MERRIL, at Steve Merrill on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.